Hello my darlings, and welcome back to my dream home, the villa, where we are building my dream home in a Victorian villa kind of style. It's been a couple of weeks since my last part, but in that part what we did was furnish the main entertaining space itself. So it was this big open plan living, kitchen and dining area that we kind of decorated in a bit more of a contemporary style, but with a lot of period elements. And in that vein, we are continuing on with some more interior work today. What we're going to be doing is furnishing the main entrance hall itself. I've already picked out some of the tiles and wallpapers and stuff. Then we're going to be going into, it's going to be like another living room / library area. And I want this one to be a little bit more dramatic with the wallpaper and stuff, but still keeping that element of mixing the contemporary and the period features together nicely. And we're also going to be getting into my office as well. So we're going to be going for a nice sort of calming vibe for the office. That is the plan today. So we've got 3 rooms to furnish today. So let's head on over to Henford-on-Bagley and make a start. You can use my code BUMPKIN at checkout on the EA app or at sims.com. I receive a small commission from your purchase and you greatly support me and the channel. Thank you so much. And so here we are, my darlings, back in the world of Henford-on-Bagley, back at our villa. Well, it's not yours. Well, it kind of is because you've helped me along the way, but it's mine. We're moving on. So we're complete with the exterior. The exterior is completely done. We are getting into more of the interiors today. So as you can see, this is what we've done last time. We did that whole entertaining space here. Now I have put certain elements into these rooms like wallpapers. I haven't chosen the lighting for my office yet. I'm going to get to that. But I have picked out, I'm not really, to be honest with you, I'm not feeling this chandelier in here. I liked it in the beginning, but I just think it's a little bit too much for this space. So I want to go for something a bit more like a lantern. I'll flop up a reference image of a hallway that I really love. It's kind of got the same sort of stair shape that kind of swings around to one side and goes up. And it's just got this nice landing area around at the top here. And it's just made me shorten down the size of the 2 bedrooms that are up here, which is no biggie really, no biggie at all. What I am thinking about doing with this space is just morphing around a few of the rooms slightly, but we'll get to that at a later date. We don't need to worry about that now. And then with the office, I've gone for this really lovely, but I love this wallpaper. I've always loved this wallpaper that Harry and Felix did. I just think it's stunning, and I think it's going to really suit being in this library area. So what I really want to do with the library, I've got no reference image for this really because I couldn't really find anything that I wanted. But what I would like to do is have some really classic looking bookshelves, but then hit it with some contemporary furniture. So we're going to go down the route of making the furniture look very nice and modern, but still a little bit minimalist. I want this room to be like lots of plants and stuff in this room. And I want to make full use of this bay window area as well with like seating and stuff. And then with this room here, this is going to be my office. So it needs to cater for my job, what I'm doing at the minute. It needs to be a place where I can create things. But I want to go for this kind of like color drenched vibe, which I have done in here. I've put it on the ceiling in here. But we're going to do exactly the same in here and have a bit of a colour drench. The only problem with that is we've got these borders. I might try a different wallpaper in here. I might not. But I just like the naturalness of this wallpaper. I think it's gorgeous. I do have a reference image for the office as well. This kind of vibe. I love the colour drenchedness, the classic furniture, the older kind of style with everything. I think it's very, very nice indeed. So that's it. That is what we're doing today. And first off, where we're going to be starting is on the main entrance hall. So you can obviously see I've hit it with a bit more of a contemporary tile in here. I really like it. I tried I tried both of the orientations with the tile, and I don't know which one I prefer. I like this one here, but I also love this one. I think this one here fits a little bit better actually. Going in that kind of like arrow, because it kind of directs your eye forward, doesn't it? Yeah, I do like that. I do. I absolutely love it. So the first things I need to think about is the lighting. We do have this like black style lantern in here, which I really like. And I do have a similar-ish looking one in custom content. And it's this one here from the Orjanic collection. I think this could look really lovely in this space. I still think it's a little bit too large, but I think if I'd maybe use that there, will it be too small? Yeah, I want it to be have a little bit more impact than that. So I'm going to pop you to there, and then we're going to size it down with the tool mod. We're going to go for a 0.8 and see where that takes us. Yeah, here we go. Still a little bit too low. I think we can go a little bit smaller. Let's try 0.7 and see where we can go from there. That's better. Yes, that's the size. It's a 0.7, 7 being my lucky number. Yeah, I like that. I think that is going to be absolutely fine. Lovely bit of impact that is as well. It's almost making me want to change this light here to a black one. I think I'm going to do that just to bring in that vibe into here. Yes. Okay. Well, there we go. Gorgeous. So what they've got down here is like a storage box, almost, with a plant on top of it. And I love the look of that. I don't know if I'm going to find anything that will match in with the reference image, but that's absolutely fine. Let's see what I can pull out. Love this piece here from Pierre Sim's Oak House collection. So can I add it in the middle? Would that look weird? No, that looks fine actually. With a gorgeous plant on top of it. Now I do have in my head the plant that I want to go here. It's just whether or not it's going to work. And it's this one here from Harry and Felix's Orjanic collection. I think that works really nicely in that space. So that's what I'm indeed going to do. I thought I wasn't going to like this dark wood in here, but I actually like the juxtaposition against everything being so pale. I'm into it. I'm very much into it indeed. So we can't really copy the exact hallway because the door is much further up. But I think what I'm missing out on here is some kind of bench. So I'm going to go down the route of having some kind of seating area here. Love this bench here from Harry's Coastal collection. I just think it's the right amount of contemporary for this space while still looking a little bit classic as well. Not too classic, not too contemporary. And I think that's where I want it to be. Yes, with a lovely picture behind it as well. Again, we're not going to be littering this place with stuff. It's just not the vibe I want for this place, not at all. Here, I definitely see some lights being up on the wall, maybe either side here or by either side of the door. And I also see, I don't really like symmetry, but I see two plants either side here as well, maybe on top of a pedestal. So that's what I want to do. I'm going to pull that out. I'm also going to find a nice bit of art for here. And yeah, we'll get to it. Okay, so here we go. Now, this. I would have this hanging in my house. I really would. I think it's for obvious reasons, isn't it, really, to be honest with you? It's given like Pedro Pascal for some reason to me, and I would have a picture of him hanging up on my walls. Yes, I would indeed. I'm so excited for the new series of The Last of Us. We've only got a few weeks to go, darlings. Pedestals. I've decided on using the in-game ones from Pierre Sim, and I'm going to pop one there, and I'm going to pop one there as well. Now, I did push them in a little bit further at this point, but I think we can make it work. We can, look. And then I'm going to do a plant on each side. And I think that looks really nice. Do you know what I mean? I like that. That gives a bit of height, a bit of drama. Very much for it, indeed. I'm going to use these lights as well. Some in-game stuff. We're using in-game stuff. What's going on here? Well, I'll tell you what. I just like these ones. I really do. I would have these in my house in a heartbeat. So I'm going to pop two down either side there. Is that the right height? That is. Not going to put any on that side. Or am I? I think I am. I'm going to do one here just to balance out this side. The other side can absolutely do one. Let's get you there. Let me see this. Oh, yes. That's very nice indeed. Very nice. I like that punch of blue with the door in here as well. Just a big juxtaposition. Very, very lovely indeed. Yep, I'm for it. Okay. And then in here, what I did was got rid of one of the windows here. And I've left the frame on the outside just to make it look like it was window tax. If anybody remembers that was a thing, well, nobody was going to remember because I think it was the thing back in the Victorian times where you'd have to pay extra money for extra windows on your property. So people used to just brick them up and avoid the tax that way. And there's still houses like that nowadays. I hate seeing like a Georgian house with like bricked up windows. Oh, I really don't like it. I don't give a shit about history. If it makes it look crap from the outside, then please let me put a window in it. I think they might be listed actually. Well, there you go. There's stupidity for you. And tax, you know, we've all got to pay it. I put a little shoe thing down here as well. It does have some children's shoes here, but let's just pretend one of my friends has got very small feet. Because there will be no children coming through the threshold of this house. Thank you very much. But yeah, that is the hallway. That is all I want. I think that is a really nice entrance area. I am going to do the ceiling much like we did the ceiling in here, just with a little bit of like border around the edge. I'm wondering what it would look like with a black ceiling. Let me try that and I'll come back to you. No, I trialed the black ceiling. It looked bloody awful. It really did. So we're keeping it that way. Very nice. I've put the details on it as well. The same with this little porch area out here too. We put the details there too. So there we go. One hallway is complete. So we're going to move on to this room here now, which is going to be the library. So the bookcases in question, we're going to be using Felix's Chateau bookcases, and in this colour as well, just so it matches in with that wooden flooring as best as possible. Love that. We're going to do a little bit more over here as well. I'm going to push you, I think, to around about... Let me get the corner piece in first. Now, I know this is the outside corner piece, but the other one's a little bit too curved, a little bit too big. So I'm just going to use this to kind of act as the inner piece. There we go. That is my logic behind it. Just so we haven't really got any gaps there, to be honest with you. And then I'm going to put this smaller piece just next to it like that. Beautiful job. We'll fill that up with books as well. I've also put a radiator in this room, and I also put a radiator out here as well. It's a little bit too close to the stairs. I mean, I could have moved this door up one, but I tried that and I just don't like the way it goes on the paneling. So we're having the radiator there, and it's fine. Just watch your feet on the way down on the stairs. Yes. So what I want to do here is just fill up the bookcases with nothing other than books. I don't want anything else on the shelves apart from books in here. And there we go. The books are all up. And I'd love to be that bitch that absolutely organises their books by colour. But that is just not me in the current house that I live in. It's just books up on shelves. But I do love the way it looks. Have you ever seen those people that put their books the other way around? Just so you can see the pages to make it look minimalist. People like that need a slap across the face, as far as I'm concerned, because that is just not the vibe. No, it's not indeed. So we got this whole area here that I would love like a dining table in, because I do love a bit of D&D, as we all know. So I would like a specific room where we could come and play Dungeons and Dragons and have a whale of a time. So I just want a really nice, big-ish wooden table in here with as many chairs as I can muster. And I'm going to go for this table here with these chairs. So still very nice and contemporary, but it's just fitting in with that wooden vibe. And I think that's the perfect orientation for it as well, actually. Yes, it is. Definitely needs a rug in here. I'm going to put a rug in this room. Maybe even a couple of rugs, because I want to do a seating area here. So let's find the perfect rug. We're going to go for this woven one from Harry's. Is it Coastal Collection? Yeah, the Coastal Collection. Just love the texture of it with the wood there. Very, very nice indeed. I do enjoy that. I will want some lights in here, so I'm thinking about using these same sconces and putting these over on this wall. One there and one by the door. That one, I want to go a bit closer there, like that. Yeah, is that higher? I think it might be. There we go. I'm just going to put them in default positions because I don't want to fight with it today. See, that looks like it's not the same height to me. Am I going mad? Don't know why. It just looks like it's not. It is, but to me it just doesn't look like it is. We're leaving that as it is. Yes, we are indeed. Yeah, I like that there. And I think a lovely mirror up on the wall here. Again, something slightly contemporary I think would work. And I'm going to go for this one here from Pierre Sim's mid-century modern collection in the green as well. I just think that really, really works with what we've got going on in here. Yes, definitely. Definitely want some plants in here as well. I'm thinking about adding one into this corner here. Maybe a smaller one on a pedestal on this corner here. And there we go. A couple of plants over in that corner. I think looks lovely. This book was poking out as well. I bet somebody noticed that. Don't worry, I've pushed it back in. And that's all that needs to be said. Lovely. Yeah, I like that. That's very nice and calming. Calming space, but still being a bit bold with the wallpaper choice. I like it. Okay, so this is where I want a seating area to be. I do want a couple of sofas in here with a lovely big statement plant. I want a big plant in here. I'm wondering whether I can bring this in here and make it work. No, we cannot. I maybe want to go actually for the ficus tree instead, because I think that would look gorgeous in this room. Oh, it does. Have we used one of these yet? No, we haven't. So this would be the perfect place for it. Let me see you in there. Oh, yes. I do think I want to lighten the pot, though. I'm going to either go for the wood tone that we've got. There we go. I was going to go for a white, but the wood tone worked, so we're sticking with our first choice. I'm going to flop you into that corner there. And now I want a lovely contemporary sofa to be in here. I even like the idea of having these in here. The kind of Bellini sofas. Oh, can you imagine just lounging on that in this window space? This is the sofa. But I don't know what colour we're going to go for just yet. Don't know whether I want to go green with it or lighter with it. Let me see the greens. Oh, that dark green's really nice. It is, but I still want to try the neutrals. Oh, the neutral's nice too. I think the neutral's a little bit more fitting, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. We're going to have a lovely coffee table, a low coffee table. And I think either this one... Oh, that looks good in here. I do like that one. Or it was this one. Let me just see the colours, because this isn't the right colour choice just yet. Look at these. Look at these tones. I like the coppery tone with it. My parents have got a coffee table very similar to this. My dad actually made. He actually hammered the copper onto the coffee table and it looked amazing. It really did. What's going on here with my mouse? Stop it. Let me see that without that one there. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. See you later, love. Let me just see you in a neutral tone first because we never know. Oh, that does look good as well. No, I prefer the copper. We're going to go for that. With a lovely rug here too. And I'm going to go for this textured round rug from Pierre Sim. Part of his Stefan collection. Let's grab you. And I want to scale you to a 1.3, I think. Just a little bit bigger. That's probably going to be a bit too big, actually. Let me just get it in there first and see. Oh, no, that's perfect. Just having that shape in that corner, I think it really adds to... It adds to it over there. Yes, but I'm feeling a lamp coming on over here as well. If this is going to be like a little reading nook in the bay window, I do think a lamp should be present as far as I'm concerned. Oh, and I love this one here, the Soho one from Felix. I think if I added that there. Yes. Absolutely, I tell you. Okay, now this is missing. I'm not going to put flowers here because this is going to be a games table. I'll put a little board game on top of that, actually. I wish there was like a D&D tabletop game mod. I wonder if there is one out there. I've not really looked, to be honest with you. So I just want one of those board games. Here it is, look. I'm going to put you out. Yeah, there we go. Flop that on the table. It's ruining the aesthetics, but it's my dream home. Thank you. So I do want some flowers here. And I am a massive slag for some lilies. I love lilies. I prefer this one, I think. I think I'm going to keep that same colour vase as well. Yes, the smell of lilies. If you've got like a bunch of lilies in your house absolutely smells beautiful. Oh, I'm for it, I tell you. Yes. Now, the only thing I haven't done is added in any light switches. And I love these ones here from Felix's Berlin collection. I love the old style switch. So I'm going to add a few of these around everywhere, to be honest. Let's get another one here. And we're going to put one there as well. So each like door that you come in, you can light up the room wherever you are. Same here as well. Let's pop one to there for the hallway itself. Then all you've got to do is reach on the other side of the door. Is that a bit too low? Yes, it is. We're going to add one here as well. Oh, I was like, hey, that looks massive. It's because it's in the wrong spot, Aiden, you silly bum. Right, pop you to there. I'm not going to do one on that side. I am going to do one on this side, though. Boop. there like that. And another boop there like that. We're probably going to want one around here as well. Like that. Stunning. We've got switches galore, loves. Very, very much forward indeed. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I love how this library has came out. I really do. Okay, well, the finale for today is going to be the office. Now, I do want to try something out with you. Let's try it together while we're here. I'm thinking about colour drenching this whole office. And I'm wondering... I mean, that's a lovely green, but I do want it to be darker than that. I want a darker green. It's exactly what I'm going to be doing in this office very soon. So, be on the looks out for it, my darlings. What about this one? Be on the looks out for it, like you're waited on bated breath to see my painted wall. Aiden, get a grip, please. Get an absolute grip. Well, I'm not seeing any, like, green that I love with the drenching. For the drenching. Oh, there we go. That's the one. Oh, I do like that. Oh, I do. I do indeed like that. Imagine that with the ceiling as well. Let's do the ceiling. I mean, it's a slightly different green, but I think I'm going to go for it anyway, because it still gives that vibe, you know? Yes, I think that's going to be the case. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with that. Lovely. So, with the office itself, I want that classic vibe coming in, but I still want it to make it look like it's a working office. I want some shelves and stuff in here as well. Definitely going to need a rug. And we're definitely going to have to shut off the window somehow with some blinds. Okay, well, let's make a start. Okay, so here we go. We've chosen a light as well. We've gone with green, so it just drenches it even more. And I really would love like a wall of low-level storage. So I love these kitchen cupboards in here that can act as just where you can put so much stuff. If I can get it down at the right level. There we go. Yeah, I could just fill that with all my bits and bobs just so it's not so much on show. I don't mind a little bit of on show like I've got with my shelves and stuff. But I'm a very minimalist person, darlings. Now, this is a desk I've been wanting to use everywhere. I love it, but I've just never found the perfect time to use it. That perfect time is now. So you can see I've picked out a handful of things here, mainly from the Cozy Gamer Kit as well. So drink by the side of my desk, always at hand. A candle. Always at hand with a candle on the side of my desk. A controller. Always at hand at the side of my desk. My PC tower. I'm not picking that up. That's too heavy. A plant. I've got loads of plants in the background. I would love one on my desk. I don't have room for it on this one, sadly. But I just like the vibe of that. I think that works very nice in here. I'm very happy that I've been able to use this desk. Just very happy indeed. And behind the wall here, instead of doing shelves, if I had a bigger room, I'd make a bit of a feature wall with maybe some of my favourite vinyls. I love the idea of doing that. I would also be able to get my neon sign a little bit more on show as well. So that is what we're going to do. I'm going to flop you to there. We're going to put the neon sign there. And then I would love some bigger art pieces around. So I'm going to flop you to there. Actually, we're going to do you there. You're going to go up a little bit higher, my love. And then I'm going to do two smaller ones. Just some lovely bold prints that I'm a fan of. Let's get these in here first. And then I can meander everything else around. So I'm going to pop you to like there. Bob's your uncle and Fanny is indeed your aunt. Oh, I like that. You know, just a little backdrop like that would be marvellous. It really would. I got rid of I had the Elgato, like, custom content. I would have loved to have put some streaming lights on here, but I don't have it. So I'm going to re-download that just so I can put a couple of, like, ring lights or key lights, whatever they're called, from Elgato, and pop them around. I'm going to do a sofa underneath of this window just in case I get any guests and stuff. They can come and sit in here. We can have a little chill out sesh. I'd very much like that to be a thing. I really would. I would love, like, me and Tom having a his and his kind of desk moment with, like, our gaming setup and stuff. But Tom plays on his laptop, so he can come and sit on this sofa. It's absolutely fine. I'll allow it. These shelves, I'm just going to use these shelves because they're the most similar one to like the ones that I've got in the background here. I got these made, these shelves back here from, I think they're old railway sleepers that have been kind of like sawmilled, so they're thinner, from a carpenter. And yeah, I absolutely love them. I really, really do. So I'm going to use 2 of them in here. Maybe I'm going to buy another set, you know. We're going to fill that with quite a few bits. I definitely want to get some more plants and stuff in this room. But one thing is certain, we're going to need a rug. Now, I do have a rug in my head. And it's very neutral. And it's this big, soft woolen rug from the Orjanic collection. Oh, that is absolutely... That fits in there a dream. Look at that. Yes, indeed. Okay. Well, if they're coming in here, I would like to get a little coffee table in front of this sofa. It doesn't need to be massive. Just a nice coffee table for people to put their drinks on. That's quite nice, actually. If I offset it and put it over here. Let me see that. Let me just see you. Actually, I don't like the circle in here. I think the circle's putting off that geometric shape that we've got going on with the desk. I'm being very fussy today. Ooh, I like this one here. I'm just wondering if this is going to be a bit too big for this space. Do you know what? Actually, I think that's going to be fine. If I can get you into the corner of the rug like that. Ooh, I like that in here. Yes. Just adding a bit of different texture, a bit of different material. It's done all the work. Okay, so what I'm going to do, just to finish off this room. Oh, I forgot to also say I've put shutters in this room as well, just to black out everything. I allow quite a bit of natural light into my videos, so you probably always see my lighting change. But I would love to have some kind of blackout blind for this room here, just so you can get some really good lighting. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, let me just finish off these shelves. I'm going to fill these shelves up, and I want to get a lot more plantage in this room as well. And that is exactly how I would want it. Oh, I'm for it. Go. I've bought in a salt lamp because I am a slag for a salt lamp, and I've got one in my room. I would like more in my office, but my office is too small. I've put lots of books and bits and bobs up on the shelves, including some plushies and stuff because I do love a plushie. I'm just trying to see if you can see mine. No, you can't. I've got a few Sims 4 llama plushies that I absolutely love. And I put another plant here behind the actual desk area as well. So that's it. That's exactly how I would want my dream office in this space, in this kind of style. I'm very much for the colour drenching in here. I think it looks marvellous. But yeah, gorgeous. So there we go. 3 more rooms done. We're done with the library, the office. Let's get all the stuff back, please. The library, the office, and the entrance hall as well. Very nice indeed. Next time, we're going to be back. I'm going to be back with this next week. We're going to be doing the sunroom. So this is going to be kind of like a chill out sort of space that leads into the garden. We're going to be doing the downstairs toilet as well, plus this hallway. And we're going to be getting downstairs. And we're going to be doing the gym and also the cinema room as well, which is in the basement. But yeah, that's it. Beautiful job. There we go. Another one down for the Dream Home series, my loves. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me some lovely comments down below. I will be back tomorrow with the final ever part of the same house 5 decades, even though it is kind of 6 decades. But there's going to be the final build for that one. So yeah, thank you so much, my loves, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.